Welcome to On the House. In this special in-person episode, Julian calls some people out.
Again, screw you, I don't like you. Stop watching this podcast right now.
Has a stunning revelation.
If I'm gonna get the punishment for committing the crime, I might as well commit the crime.
And makes a vow to get vengeance.
For every woman that looked at me and said, oh, you're not 6 feet, I don't want to talk to you, I'm getting my lick back.
We see John's blood boil again.
Take a course on reading body language or have some fucking common sense.
And again.
I don't care, ruin it for yourself. I don't give a fuck about you. You suck as a person.
And again.
Be an emotionally mature adult and say what the fuck you want. Stop being a fucking child.
Since the fellas are in the same city, you know the shenanigans and laughs will be unparalleled.
I'm Spider-Man. All right, anyway.
Miles. Yes, I'm hurting. Yes,
I'm jaded. Who needs melanin?
So sit back, relax, maybe have one drink or many, and enjoy this heartfelt episode of On the House.
What's going on, y'all? We are back with another episode of On the House, and this one is clearly in the house.
Hey!
In John's house.
Hey!
on the house.
Hey!
Let's go. So, we're doing an in-person episode. I flew out here. I wanted to surprise you guys with a cool in-person episode. So, every once in a while we like to do these. They're a little bit harder to make happen, obviously for, financial reasons and schedule reasons too. A lot of schedule reasons are involved in that. But
Yep.
this one we were able to pull off and make happen. So here we are. How you feeling?
I feel good, man. I feel fucking great.
You're doing great. I came out here and saw it in person. Like, this man's doing great. I love to see it.
I was not lying.
This man is eating.
This year has been so good to me.
Yeah.
Which is so weird. I'm actually finally getting used to it. I just was so used to getting kicked in the face, kicked in the teeth every year for the past few years.
I love it.
So it started to look up and I was like, well, when's the bottom going to drop out? And now I'm finally just accepting that maybe it's not going to drop out. And
I love to hear that.
Yeah. So
This is great because this fits right into our gratitude.
Oh.
He's like,
always tying shit together. He's always forever weaving. He's always fucking puppet strings.
I'm Spider-Man. I'm sorry. All right, anyway.
Miles.
What am I grateful for this week? Honestly, this week I'm grateful for John, like taking me in and really showing me a good time out here in Washington, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate you.
No problem, man. I'm glad you had time to come out and that we were able to make this shit happen and just,
of course,
get out and have some fun. Just have some dope interactions. That's all it's about.
As always, man.
Go out, meet some interesting people, have some fun times, eat some good ass food. For once.
And we ate good. All right, so I'm also grateful for the food we ate. This man learned my palate. He took the time to really learn and paid attention and learn my palate.
Oh man, yeah.
And I feel like I will never have a bad restaurant experience around him again. After this weekend.
Just, as a host, I know I didn't cook or anything, but as a host, I'm taking you places I feel sort of responsible for the experience you have, and it was subpar. So it was like, we're not doing that again. So did a little bit of research, found a couple places. Some of them were on the spot. Others I had kind of known about before, but yeah.
Well, so that's surprised. The thing about me though. Like, I'm a picky eater, but like when you find like the stuff I like, I go ham.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you experience. Because like last time I was forcing myself to kind of eat at those places.
Yeah.
This time you saw like at the places I like with the food I like.
Yeah.
I could pig out sometimes.
You have your moments. Yeah.
I could pig out. I went ham. This time, like I really, especially this one spot, I know for a fact I went ham. He ain't never seen me eat the way I ate. I went ham.
That food was good. That food was so good.
I love it. I love it. What are you grateful for?
Man, this has been a good week. I'm grateful for my job, for allowing me to do the things that we've done.
I feel that.
It felt great to be able to go out and be like, nah, I got it, and then I don't have to check my account. Not having it as a flex, but just like
that feels What? Just knowing you got it?
Just knowing, not being like, okay, adding up in my head, like, if he gets this, then I'm gonna get that, and because I know we're gonna eat again later, and then trying to do all that math, and then checking my account, like,
am I good?
Maybe we're gonna go. Maybe we'll go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go to, some food truck or some that's cheap.
Something cheap. Yep. I feel
so
that.
it felt that I'm grateful for that, but also, just having a dope ass friend, dog, that just comes out like that, and it was just fun. We had fun going to some random ass places. Where did we go?
We went to one bar and we were like, oh, it's really late. So nothing crazy is going on. We just gonna walk in and see what's going on and then leave.
Yep.
We ended up having a crazy, crazy interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'll
leave it there. I'll leave it there.
Further than that. I think one of the things that was, where did we go? I know it was at the thrift store, but we went somewhere else, and you're like, that was a good trip. And it was like we were just in the store.
Oh yeah, I did say that.
I was like, I thought you were about the whole trip.
The liquor store. The liquor store.
We went
The liquor store. We had so much fun in this Total Wine, bro.
dude,
it was crazy. We just were walking around the store and people, the employees were talking to us.
Yeah.
The samplers were trying to give us they were trying to feed us liquor in the store.
Too many samples.
And we're just vibing because first of all, I come from the East Coast, so I was trying to find the specific Moscato for today.
Yeah.
So I asked them about it. I asked them to find it. Because the shelf was empty.
Yeah.
Which also is a good sign, by the way. Just so you know.
I know. Yeah.
So, with the shelf being empty, I was like, okay, John, what should we get or whatever? But even in that moment, while we were waiting for them to search for it, they were pouring us samples.
Yeah.
The security guard was recommending us whiskey.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Man.
I know. When we left, he was like, this is a good trip. And I was like, oh, it's cool. He's having a good trip overall. And he was like, I really like that store. And I was like, oh, he's talking about this one store. It was fun, but it was yeah. I was like, oh, you're right. That was
fun. It was just different.
It was.
Because I don't really have vibes like that over in the East Coast like that. I go in the store, people are cashiers are friendly, but most times it's just a cashier. You talk to the cashier, you leave.
I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. People just talk.
Yeah. The amount of people here that just come up to us and talk to us is wild to me, bro. I don't get that back at home. I don't know if it's me, if I just carry this face, just don't talk to me face. If I do, I don't mean to. But
yeah, I feel that.
That happens. That might happen, but at home it's crazy. I mean, out here it's crazy.
Yeah, it was wild. But yeah, so that's what I'm grateful for. So
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's cool to just have a friend to just chill and go do some.
Well, I feel just having someone with similar vibes, you know what I mean? Coming out here with similar vibes, similar intentions. Yeah. You know what I mean? Cause we'll leave it at that, but you know what I mean. There's a certain vibe when you go out with your boys and no matter what happens, they're gonna have a good time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just different.
And it's cool because I'm new out here, so it's a lot of shit I haven't done. So it's cool to go experience all these spots and just I don't know what the hell is gonna be. I don't know what's gonna happen in here, but
and no matter what, it's even if it's not what we expected, it's not gonna be oh, that was so disappointing or that's important. So I don't know if you guys go out with your friends and all that, just keep a positive attitude because even things that don't look like they're gonna be as fun as you thought, they could turn out to be great. Yeah. Based upon just one single person in the room. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And because that's happened to us out here, where it's moments where it's this don't look like it's so hot, but then one person ends up making it.
Yep.
A lot better than we thought it was.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and no, don't be afraid to leave a place.
Don't be afraid to leave a place.
So many places we went in, sat down, even if you're getting seated. I've done that too. Most of it was bars, but it was just walking in and what do you think? And you're like, nah. So you just get up and leave. I don't care.
Sorry.
I'm not even gonna say nothing. I didn't order anything, so I'm just gonna get up and leave. Yeah.
It's just not the vibe. If it's not the vibe, it's not
I'm
the
not gonna
vibe.
force it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Like I learned that from him because like I used to force it. I sent you a voice message one day. I don't know if you remember this. I was like, yo, you're gonna be so proud of me. I walked in this bar and I walked right out because no one was servicing me. I sat there for like 5-10 minutes. Nobody serviced me. So I was like, I just walked right out, bro.
You know, I don't gotta say nothing to nobody. I didn't order nothing. So
like the old people pleaser version of me would have sat there and be like, oh man, I'm stuck now. I can't leave.
Nope. You could nope.
You walk right out.
Yeah, just get up
Walk
and bounce.
right out.
All good.
Sorry.
Yeah. So,
well, for this episode, we are going to talk about people playing with your emotions and leading you on. Then we're also going to talk about guys not getting the hint. And in between those two, we're going to have a commercial. But then we're going to end off with, as always, our fun segment of the day, led by this man here. But before we get into all that, what are we drinking right now?
So, you kind of alluded to it earlier. We were going to do that Moscato that you like and love so well. So we found the same brand. And they also make a sparkling Moscato. So you were like, hey, let's try it out. So this is it here.
Pretty good.
Yeah, cheers.
Not exactly what I was going for, but...
But it's cool. It's nice. It's light. It's not as sweet as I thought.
The other one's sweeter. The other one's definitely sweeter. I
told you I'll try it. I'll try it one time, but this is good. This is good. We may have something different a little later.
Yes. So I was talking to him. We ended up going to this Spanish club last night. It made me think of it. Well, it might not be a Spanish club, but they were playing Spanish music that night.
Yeah.
And one of my closest friends, he's Hispanic, and they make this drink is called coquito. And I was telling him, I was like, yo, have you ever had coquito? It's really good. And he was like, well, no, what's that?
Yeah.
So we're in the store. We're like, oh, they got coquito here. John, try this coquito. So when this is done, we're going to try some coquito and work that in.
Yep. So that's... But
for right now, we are going to go to commercial, and then we'll come back with our first segment. Welcome back to this beautiful episode of On the House. Right now, we're going to talk about having our emotions played with. I'll start off by saying I despise this. I despise people who do this.
Yeah.
A lot of times, I will give the benefit of the doubt to start. A lot of times it's not done on purpose. But it doesn't make it any less difficult for the person you are playing with.
Yeah.
Like my friend here always says, have the difficult conversation. Say the difficult thing. That will rectify any case of this happening. Like, unless, of course, you're trying to do it on purpose. If you're trying to do it on purpose, dude, like literally screw you. I'm sorry, I don't like you.
Yeah, fuck you.
If you're doing this on purpose to people, I can't stand you. And if you're having this done to you, speak up. Seriously, speak up. Because it sucks. I'm speaking from experience. It actually sucks. No, legit. It sucks. Being that guy or girl, but being that person in that moment, bruh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't, because you know what it is? You end up caring for someone, you give them the room, the space to affect you emotionally because you care and you hold a special place for them.
Yep.
And they know that, and they take advantage of every ounce of that. And dude, if that's you, I'm sorry. If you're doing it by accident, please fix it. Like I get it. You're not a bad person. Please just work on it. Try to make it better. Try to be different for the person you care about. But if you're doing it on purpose, again, screw you. I don't like you. Stop watching this podcast right now. Don't just click off, dude. If you're intentionally playing with someone's emotions because you think it's a game, you think it's fun, like, what are you even on this podcast for?
Facts.
We are not your demographic.
No.
We are not your guys.
No, we don't fuck with you.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. So, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I just said that. I had to give that PSA.
No, that was good. You're good. You're good. The thing if you're doing it accidentally, it's hard to know that you are unless the person that you're doing to says something. That, like you said about the difficult conversation. A lot of times people won't have the conversation when they're in that position, like you were most recently, is because you may not want to lose them completely. And you may feel like if you have that conversation, you might lose them completely because you still were enjoying some aspect of it, even though you were getting your emotions toyed with. You were still enjoying talking to that person. I know from experience that was me. I didn't want to say anything because it was like, well, if I do and they're not okay with it, I'm going to lose her entirely.
Yep.
So I'd rather take this pain back and forth than the thought of not having her at all, which is awful because I didn't have her in my life really to begin with.
You didn't have full attention.
It was. I'll give you absolute credit for this. It's the gas station analogy.
Yes.
They're coming to fill up. They're coming to fill up on whatever emotional support, whatever laughter, whatever it is that they get from you, from their interactions with you. They get their fill, and then they move on to whatever else, a partner, other people they're more interested in, or whatever. And then when they get low and they're like, hey, I missed that dopamine I got. I missed the laughter they gave. I miss opening up and telling, because I can be myself around them, but no one else. I can't be myself around someone else, so I need to go back. So they go back and get their fill, and then once they get their fill, they don't really need you anymore.
I'm gonna clarify even further where this analogy is coming from. Taken women are very good for this. What? I'm sorry. I had to say it. I'm sorry. Because you were saying it, and the analogy might have went over your head. Now replay that analogy as coming from a taken person trying to do this. Because...
Sorry, you don't usually get me like that. I wasn't ready for it. Go ahead.
Listen, hear me out, right? You are in a relationship. You're unhappy in your relationship. And instead of having the difficult conversation with your partner, your current partner, you're going to say, hey, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this good feeling from this good person and then go back while I, get the energy that I need to go back and fight for my relationship.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, you're fighting against a crappy person, but leaving a really good person dry and empty. Like, that's not fair. That's just wrong all the way around, And especially if the person has no idea, because this happens a lot. That person has no idea the battle they're fighting. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Especially like when people people like to go to the bar for this. They get that gas up that they need.
Oh yeah.
And then, they go back home and fight. And it's like, dude, like.
We ran into somebody like this yesterday. She just wanted to talk to people. She was at the bar at the wing place, and she came up there to order a drink. You made a comment about the drink
I was like,
she
who's
ordered.
he talking about? Yes.
You made a comment about the drink she ordered, and then she was just talking. It wasn't flirty. It wasn't anything like that. She was just talking because she just seems like she's a people person.
Yep.
So if we were just talking, I don't even remember. I couldn't even tell you what we were talking about. Nothing of substance. It was just polite conversation.
I forgot. I feel like, because I told her, she came up to order and he had walked away. He had told us he was walking away. So I told her, I was like, he said he'll be back in a minute, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it went from there to just her talking to me. She walked away and literally came back and was talking to us again.
She came back for, I don't know, to close her bill or something. I don't know why she came back the second time.
Quarters.
She came back for quarters, but he was just standing like 6-8 feet back from her, staring. I was like, what are you doing? you're not at the, because it was a barcade. You're not at the game and just waiting for more quarters. You're not involved in the conversation.
Brother was like,
he was just standing there, basically like almost arms folded and just staring. I just saw him at the corner of my eye. I don't know if he was looking at her or us.
I saw him at the corner of my eye too. I didn't know what he was doing.
But he was just standing there, and I was like, he's not in line.
Don't nobody want your woman, dog. Get out of my face. Get out of my face.
I could not give a fuck. But
get out of my
You're
face,
not in line to order anything. Because I was like, maybe he's waiting to order, but you're way too far back. He don't need to be fucking 10 feet back.
I don't think he realizes how jaded I am. Like, I ain't trying to talk to your woman.
So I hate that whole mentality of I got to sit here and watch her. For what? For what?
If I got to watch her, that means that
you gotta deal with your own self if you feel like you gotta watch her.
That, and guess what? That leads more so to, her trying to sneak away and do something. When you treat a person like a criminal, guess what? They're gonna commit a crime when you're not looking. For real, dog. That's the problem. Like that happens so commonly. Like, especially with like when people have like stuff happen to them in the past.
Yeah.
They'll treat the new person like a criminal.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna commit the same act. Mm-hmm. And then guess what? Now that person's like, well, shoot, you're gonna treat me like a criminal regardless. What's up? Like, like if I'm gonna get the punishment for committing the crime, I might as well commit the crime. If you're gonna take me to jail for stealing, regardless of if I steal or not, why don't I just steal? Why don't at least I get the thrill? At least I get the thrill of the
I'm
stolen.
gonna fight it. No, fuck that. Have the conversation. Don't do that shit. If somebody's treating you like a criminal, tell them that they're treating you like a criminal.
Yeah, I'll have that conversation.
Yeah.
After committing the crime.
That's what I mean. So like in his instance, it's like, hey, I feel insecure when you do this. Maybe he's not as social, so he could be jealous of her social prowess. Or he could just be insecure and jealous. But if you vocalize that insecurities, your partner will either put them to rest, like, hey, you don't got nothing to worry about. I'm just talking. These people don't mean shit.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, it's difficult conversations.
It's a difficult conversation, but like, what's the solution to that?
It's the conversation. Your partner will either say like,
it depends on the person.
Yeah. So, but your partner will either say like, these are just like, I just like social. I just like talking to people. Like this is nothing. This is just conversation.
Yeah.
Or
like chill out. This is just talking.
I mean, not chill out is not a good way to.
You know what I mean, though. I'm saying chill out now because I'm not having the conversation. Right. But basically, like, relax. Like it's okay.
It doesn't mean anything. Like I just like talking to people, and and all that. So that can.
That's fair.
Or, it can go a different way of just like, well, I'm going to talk to people anyway. So if you want to, you got to be okay. So you just never know. And so, but at that point,
you find out maybe we're just not meant to be together.
Exactly. Maybe you need somebody that's not as social as you are. Then
this comes back to maybe now, because you're not being treated like a criminal, you won't go and start playing with someone's emotions now. Because guess what? You're being treated like a criminal, so now you're like, I'm gonna act like a criminal anyway, and start playing with someone's emotions on the innocent guy in the corner. You're gonna start playing with the innocent guy in the corner's emotions because you're being treated like a criminal. But now all this is avoided. Why? Because you had that difficult conversation about you being insecure at the bar.
Yep. You're not.
Or your man being insecure at the bar.
You're not paying it forward to nobody. You're not. This so and so did it to me, so this is what I'm gonna do. You're not taking that behavior on and moving it on, and you're not using someone up, whether you know it or not.
I'm spent. I'm spent, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm spent. I am spent. I am so spent.
That was a lot.
I'm drained.
She did every single yo-yo trick in the book with your heart. She was walking the dog. She was doing around the world. She was doing all that shit.
Come on, dog. That's so visual I ain't need, dog. Oh, man. I literally saw her doing yo-yo in my heart, dog. I really saw that I saw that junk.
She was doing all of that.
She did, though.
That's wild. So no wonder you're spent, because
I'm spent. I ain't got nothing left.
The thing that fucked me up the most about that, I don't want to give her too much shine or credit or anything. The thing that fucked me up the most is that she knew she was doing it and she apologized, but then she did it anyway.
Again.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that's what that PSA was earlier. fuck you. You're not welcome. You're not welcome in this house.
In this house, on the house. Find a new podcast. This one ain't for you. This one ain't for you.
This ain't it.
This ain't for you.
This ain't it. There might be some other toxic podcast that may fit your personality better.
Yeah.
There's too much positivity here.
After that,
I don't like that foil. Yeah.
This man, wow. So, yeah, I think that the emotions you go through in something like that are damaging too, bro. Because now, like, I was already borderline jaded. Now, Now it's just like,
because
where do you even go?
Because you're carrying that forward. So now you have this mentality of, well, how long are they going to stick around?
How long are they?
What do they really want?
What am I giving you? That's my thing. You know, like, what is now? Because now I'm privy to that. So now my mind is immediately like, what are you looking for, and what am I giving? Because in a lot of cases, this is gonna sound so bad. A lot of cases, I don't think that people are attracted to me because they just see me and they're like, ooh. I think they come up to me seeking something.
Ooh, fuck.
For real, I think they come to me seeking something. So it's like, whether it's like you're envious of like maybe the confidence protruding. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you. Whether you're into that, or if you're looking for the conversation we have, because guess what? I'm a really good listener. I sit there, I listen. I'm not as good as at remembering things as he is, but I remember things. I do it all, man. Like I really try, and I put a lot of effort forward. You know, like if it doesn't even have to be like a romantic relationship. If we have a relationship in general, in any kind of way, I try. Yeah. And people like that. They seek that out. So that's why my mind immediately is like, okay, what are you getting from me? And
fuck, dude, that hurts.
And then sometimes, so my trick, what I'm gonna start doing now going forward is, in some cases, I might start to take that away, just to see what happens. Damn. I might take that away, just to see how you react. Because if I figure out what you need, I'm gonna be like, what happens when I pull back on that?
Damn.
Because it's a test. It's a litmus test. Like, what are you gonna do now? How are you gonna react to that?
How are you gonna pull that? Like, take that back and not.
If example, if I feel like you're only here, because I did this in my recent situation. I got really dry. I told you this.
Oh, yeah.
I got really dry. And when I got really dry, she pushed even harder. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I opened back up. Dang, hold on. I just disproved my whole theory. Because I opened back up and she goes to me. So wait, maybe that doesn't work. Wow, what works? All right. What works at this point? That's crazy. I thought I had it right. I thought I had the cheat codes, dog. I was over here like, I figured it out. I
didn't mean to shoot holes in your old shit. I was just curious how you were going to. I didn't even.
That's exactly how I was going. Because that's where it came from. I was like, okay, this is how I'm going to do going forward.
Yeah.
Because now I'm testing it and I'm going to see what happens.
Nah.
But it was like, because what happened there was like, oh, great, he gave it to me. It was like, it was almost like I hate to use this, but it was like an addict. It was like he gave me the juice that I needed. I'm working hard. I'm gonna work hard to get the juice. I'm gonna get the juice out of him. I'm gonna get the juice. I work hard. I get the juice, and then I'm good.
I got what I needed.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Got what I needed. I'm good.
Yeah.
So you need the juice again.
Damn. Yeah. I don't. The only way I could see you. I mean, I feel like that would still work. The only reason it didn't is because she had already had that access, so it was difficult for you to take that back.
I see what you're saying.
She had already.
She knew what she was looking for.
That, and you had already opened up to her. So when you shut down and tried to get dry, it really was just more for you. You really couldn't shut her out. With someone that hasn't gotten there with you yet, you could have that. I'm not saying you should do that. I really don't fucking want you to do that. But you're gonna do what's best, what you feel is best for you. So
if it works, I'll see if it works.
So if you do that from the beginning, only problem is, and this is the only reason why. This is why I hate when people do this fucking toying with emotion shit, especially on purpose. Again, fuck you. But anyone else, if you're doing it unknowingly, then there's some signs, when you talk to this person, are you only talking about yourself?
I noticed that one a lot now. I picked up on that heavy.
Are you not checking in with them? Are you not checking in what's going on with them? Are you just saying like, hey, are you just unloading your day and just talking about yourself, and then that's the end of the conversation? And I'm not talking about that bullshit, how are you doing? Fine, how are you? And then I go into this long tirade. I mean, like, how are you doing? Oh, I'm okay. Like, are you actually okay? Or like, why just okay? Or like, elaborate.
Or what did you do today?
Or like how was your day?
How was your day? I don't, how was your day is fine. But I think that a really caring question is like, hey, what did you do today?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what did your day consist of? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a different not unique. Yeah,
it's a different spin on it.
It's a different spin on it.
It's
because
a different spin on it.
It'll elicit a different answer.
Mm-hmm.
When I would say, how was your day? I want everything.
And I feel like you're speaking in terms of like an established relationship, because I know where this is coming from.
Even in general, if I ask you how your day is, how was your day, I want to know everything. And if you don't give me everything in that answer, I'll ask more pointed questions.
Because we do that. That's fair. We do that.
Yeah. How was your day? Oh, I did this. Well, how was that? Like, what else did you do? I'll ask follow-up questions.
I didn't even think about it. We do that in the
yeah.
Okay. So that's fair. That's fair.
Just how I do it. But if you're saying like, what did you do today?
I guess that comes so naturally. Like, I don't even know, because I do the same thing, but like it just comes naturally. But it's because we care.
It's because no one's telling you, no one's using the other in this.
Exactly.
So it doesn't seem like that. But that's what I mean. So these are signs. If you have somebody you're talking to, you're like, well, how would I know if I'm using them? Well, do you only talk about yourself? Is it all just about you and then you go your separate ways? Is it just me? Okay, bye.
Can you answer specific questions about that other person? Here we go, because I bet this girl don't know my birthday, but here we go. Can you answer what's that person's favorite color? If you can't answer what that person's favorite color is, guess what? You probably play with their emotions. Can you answer what their favorite color is? Can you answer what their favorite book is, their favorite movie? Can you answer what's another one?
Know that,
their favorite music genre?
If you don't know that and they know intimate details about your life, it's one-sided as fuck. Yeah,
I could answer all of that stuff for homegirl. I could have answered all that stuff for homegirl.
That's an easy way to tell.
Yeah, that's an easy way to tell. Easy.
And if you're not good at asking questions, then just get better at asking questions. It's not. Or just show interest.
If you want to know, make it clear that you want to know.
Yes.
Because guess what? People love to talk about themselves. You got to give them the space. You got to allow them to. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's what we're good at. Mm-hmm. When we go out in these places and people are there ready to talk to us, we give them the space to allow them to talk to us.
Yep.
And guess what? They go ham. I ain't gonna hold you. There's a lot of cases where I'm like, oh wow, I was not ready for all that. I was not ready for all that. I got it all.
Yep.
I heard it. I was listening.
Yep. I was just about to ready. You showed genuine interest. Oh damn. You show a genuine interest and you actually look like you're actively listening.
Yep. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
A lot of people get that. Because everyone's doing that. I'll always go back to that double Dutch analogy, where when someone's talking, they're just sitting there like waiting so they can start talking.
Where can I jump in?
Yeah.
Instead of listening and actually responding.
Yeah. And I can't stand that.
Especially, but like this is the thing too. Like that's what people say when like, are you actually listening? Because if you're preparing to talk and preparing something to say, you're not actually listening. You know?
No.
Like you're not actually taking it in.
You're just thinking about what you're going to say.
You're just thinking about what you're going to say. And so that's where I talked about in the previous episode where I talked about like pre-planning conversation. Mm-hmm. That's what made me a better conversationalist in general, because I'm not pre-planning what to say. I'm just free-flowing based off of what you said.
Yeah.
And once I'm free-flowing off of what you said and I'm more in the moment, I'm looking you dead in your eye and I'm ready to like give you a solid like response to what you're saying. I'm already miles ahead of, over half of the conversations you're going to have.
Yep.
Because they're not going to look like that.
Nope.
They're not.
Nope. And I think for me, what made me get that way is that same thing. I would try to pre-plan conversations, but even then I wouldn't know what to say in certain settings, so I would ask questions because I don't know what to say, but they said this, so I'm just going to ask them and then just keep, and that would get what I thought was a conversation going, which I guess it kind of is, but it's more of like I'm sitting there listening to a monologue in most cases.
That's what it is.
And people will, and this is where relationships like that or friendships like that will begin. Because a lot of times for people that are going to be like that, going to, toy with people's emotions or have those one-sided friendships, they'll walk away from that thinking like, oh, wow, that was cool. That dude's really cool. I like that dude a lot.
You know what I just thought about
It's
too?
like, you don't know a fucking thing about me.
That's it. You know what I just thought about too? That's probably how we became friends too, because when I think about it, I'm just interested in understanding people and getting to know people. So when I met you, you probably weren't used to that, but I asked you a lot of questions when I first came out that first time. Mm-hmm. Like I asked a lot of questions because I'm like, oh, this dude seems cool. Like I'm gonna ask him like what he does, what he likes, like what do you like that normal stuff. But like a lot of people, it's crazy how many people miss that. But it's like, if I'm going to be around you and talk to you and, be hanging out with you, like, I'm not going to just sit here and talk about me. Like, I want to get to know you. I live with myself every day. I know enough about me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know enough about me. I want to talk to you, get to know you, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That was one of the things with Wifey, too. That was where she was like, which blows my mind. And she was like, why me? Like, what was special about me? Like, how do you ain't got mirrors? Like, you're just
you ain't got
so
mirrors.
great in so many fucking ways.
Reachonthehowse at Gmail. I'll talk about you like that. One of the things that was great about Wifey.
She was just great in so many ways. But I was like, it goes back to that same thing that I've told you that you agree with, where it's easy for people to connect with us. It's really easy for people to connect because they're like, oh, this dude's listening. This dude is funny, or this dude, it's easy to talk to him.
A little foreshadowing. I actually, for my conversation this week, I actually connected with somebody. I connected with someone. Like, not just they connected with me, but I actually connected with someone.
That's what's rare.
And not the person who ghosted me.
That's what's rare. So that was, for me, that was what stood out, is because I would see her sometimes, and it would just, I'd be interested in hearing about her because, like you said, I'm around me all the time. I want to hear about her. I want to talk to her, and she'd be like, "Nah, I don't want to talk about me. Tell me about you."
Do you think that a lot of this is being comfortable with yourself and being comfortable alone? Because a lot of that, like oversharing and being able to like have those difficult conversations and get to know someone else, a lot of it is more so like, I'm trying to put this together, like where I'm going with this, but I feel like a lot of it is you might not be comfortable alone. You might not be comfortable with who you are, so you're trying to maybe seek out validation or like reach out an extra arm and try to get someone else to make you feel good about how you're feeling in
It
yourself.
could be.
You know what I mean?
I know that's a reason that a lot of people kind of enjoy talking to me. Mm-hmm. Because I do make people feel good about themselves,
right.
Whether it's being encouraging, hyping them up, or just, if I'm sitting there and I'm listening and they're insecure about something, I'm like, nah, fuck that. Like, if that's how you are, then be yourself. Like, fuck what that person thinks. Like, if I'm encouraging them to be themselves and, then yeah, a lot of it could be. And that's why, that's one of the main reasons why I don't think I'll ever shut it down. Just because it could help them. They could be actually insecure about some things, and I could be, whatever that interaction was, could be helping them somewhere in their life, or at least just opening their eyes to something.
That's fair.
And plus, sometimes I think it's interesting because I learn something typically. I mean, if it's not, then I'll shut it down and I don't give a fuck. But for the most part, yeah. And there are some times I've had conversations where it's like they'll open up and they'll talk, and I'm like, well, why don't you just do that? Like, and they're like, well, no, because I'm afraid of this or so. I'm like, fuck that. Like, life is too short for any of that shit. Like, just can you live with not doing it? That's what, like, this dude I met at the bar.
I was about to say, that girl I met said the same thing to me that you said.
This dude I met at the bar that was talking about, he didn't know if there was this girl that was on and off again. He was saying, like, she was toying with his feelings. He was like, she asked for space, so I gave her space. I was like, well, how much space did you give her? He was like, I gave her 3 months.
What the?
They didn't talk for 3 month.
Bruh.
And then she came back after 3 months and was like, I want you back. And then
That's not space. That's a stranger. Yo, dog, come on, man.
But then,
Come on, man.
then-
What?
But then she came back, and then, you know, it was off and on and off and on. But then I was like, dude, like, you can't let her do this to you. Like, she is playing with your heart. And he was like, well, I kind of cheated on her. And then, you know, but then we ended up...
He lucky he got 3 months.
We ended up falling in love. And so I told her about that. And then, you know, we broke up, and it's been off and on since, like, October or some shit, he said. And I was like, well, dude, I don't fucking feel bad for you. I was feeling bad for you, but you brought this shit on yourself. You know why she came back? Because you fucked up her emotions. She probably really cared about you, maybe even loved you, and you did this shit. Not only did you do this shit, you waited to tell her about this shit. You waited until your feelings were serious, not taking her feelings into account. You don't know where she was emotionally. You don't know where she was. Yeah, I didn't go in on them like that.
No, but you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it.
Just because you weren't in love, you don't know where her shit was.
How much of this comes back to selfishness? Like, that's the part that I didn't even think about.
I didn't tell you until I came, because it didn't matter until I really cared about you. And now it's like, oh, now that I'm in love with you, I don't know if you said it that
selfish.
way. Yeah,
that's what he said.
Selfish fucking asshole. Yeah,
y'all selfish.
And then now she's probably like, I really care about him, but I'm fucking hurt. So that's why she's doing this back and forth shit. Understandably, she's not playing with your emotions. You fucked her up. You brought this on yourself.
Well, you play with her emotions first. Now she's giving it back. And honestly, good on her for giving it back instead of paying it forward. But the sad part is, though, this is where it gets bad, is she probably is still paying it forward because she's playing with his, and who knows who else is she playing with.
She needs to work through some shit. She needs to work through her emotions because she's in a tough place.
But see, that goes back to my question, though, because now I'm like, all right, is it possible for me to get to know someone, not play with their emotions, without working on myself and having enough self-love and confidence in myself? You know what I mean? Because I'm not able to. I don't think I'm able to ask you questions and get to know you intimately unless I'm comfortable in myself. Because I'm not comfortable to ask you questions. You know what I mean? Because I'm overthinking in my head now. Because I'm like, oh shoot, like. Do I ask this? Is that okay? Like, would that be okay to ask? I'm probably, chances are, if I'm insecure in myself, like, I'm not even going to talk to you. I'm just going to be sitting over here in my corner, like, let me just sip my drink and be But you know what I mean? So a lot of that is just self-confidence and owning who you are. And then you could go out and make great relationships without playing with anyone's emotions, you know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That's where it starts. It starts in here and then goes outward.
It does to a certain extent. Yeah, I agree that you do have to be a certain level of comfortable and confident in yourself. But I mean, there's a fine line though, because too much confidence can lead to that, you know, just...
Confident, not cocky.
Still, it can still lead to that just, I'm just going to talk kind of thing. I'm going to dominate this conversation because I'm an extrovert or because I'm this or I'm that or I'm interesting, you know?
Yeah.
So... And people find me, I've been told I'm interesting, or, you know, I've been told this or that about myself. I've been told people like my voice or whatever it is. And then you can get just, hey, people like this, so I'm going to do this because this is what I've been told people like. So it's a fine line. I don't know. I attract more people that are insecure, I think, as far as talking to me in that regard, where they just open up and talk.
What do I attract? Yeah, same thing. Because what happens is they end up being very like, they end up being very like undervalued, and they need to be reminded of who they are, their value. They need to be appreciated. They need to hear that what they're doing is good, and that's what leads to constant like. That constant, like, hey, what do you think about this? This is what I'm doing. Is this good? What do you know? And a constant, like, push on that because someone's telling them somewhere that it's not right. And they're seeking that validation from a stranger. And that's kind of sad in general if you really think about it. Because, like, why do I need validation from a stranger I never met before? That's kind of sad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this guy that I never met before is saying, like, is saying something that's super important to me. You know, I don't know. You get where I'm going with that, though?
I get where you're going. I guess in certain instances, it could be. If I'm looking for validation on who I am as a person, that's not great, I would imagine, because there's people that...
I get what you're saying, because I do bounce ideas off of strangers, so I do get what you're saying.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, for instance, if, let's say... I don't know. Let's say I wanted to do stand-up. And so I had this. I recorded myself doing some stand up or whatever, and I showed it to some of my friends. Well,
Yeah, my friends are biased.
they might be.
Right.
They might be biased. Some would be honest. I know someone that would be honest, but some might be biased.
There's still natural bias, even in being honest. There's still natural bias because even if I don't find you funny, it might be because I know you that I don't find you that funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that joke doesn't land well with me because I do know who you are.
Yeah.
So that's also fair too.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. So in that case, a stranger's validation could be a thing. I could go do stand up in front of friends and family and be like, oh shit, nobody laughed. But I can go up in front of a bunch of strangers and they laugh and it's like, oh, okay. That sort of validation. But like validation on who I am as a person, yeah, no.
But a lot of that, I find that most of the conversation isn't validation on my peak because that guy that we talked to at the wing spot.
Oh, yeah.
The validation he looks for in his stuff is dope. You know,
Yeah.
I would even go as far as to say it's not even validation. It's like, yo, here's what I'm doing. This is sick. That's how you should handle that. Like going out to the bar and hanging out and meeting people. But like, a lot of people are really just like, am I a good mom? Am I a good dad? Am I a good husband? And it's just like, at the bar, like, I don't think this is where you're going to find that answer.
I don't know. I don't know you well enough to give you an answer. I don't know both sides of the story.
Even if I did, I'm a stranger at the bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not here to play judge and jury.
Yeah.
I'm not here to sit here and tell you what, you know, because I had this happen to me where a woman came up to me at the bar and was like, basically like telling me like what she does on a daily basis and all the stuff she does and how much she takes care of, you know, her family and stuff. And it's like, yo, I didn't come here to dump my family trauma on you. You know what I mean? That gets into a whole other thing. But like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're seeking validation from a stranger on who you are and what you do. Like, am I a good person? If you're asking me, are you a good person? I don't know how good of a person you actually are. You know what I mean? Like, if you have to sit here and ask me that, because I have full confidence. I know I'm a good person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have full confidence. And if I had confidence in anything about myself, it starts there at the top where I'm like, yo, I'm actually a really good person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it just trickles down from there. You know what I mean? On the list. So, like, I think that's a different type of confidence, though. Because, like, do you even want to be a good person? So it's like,
That's
you know what I mean?
That's where you start with that.
Right. So it's like, that's a hard thing to really like give someone. I don't want to say advice, but you know, some pointers for it. But I think it goes when it comes down to playing with someone's emotions. It comes down to, do you want to be fair? Do you want to do right by other people?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And playing with other people's emotions is just not fair. It's not right. It's just downright selfish.
Yeah. I ain't got nothing to add to that.
I'm hurt.
Fuck.
Welcome back to On the House. We're here to talk about people just not getting the hit. I don't specifically fellas not getting the hit. You know what prompted this topic for us? I'll tell the story.
Okay.
We were at the club last night.
Yep.
And people were dancing. People were vibing. Ladies were dancing. Ladies were vibing. I saw two instances where guys were kind of just bugging. There was one instance where a girl was like dancing on her homegirl, and she was vibing, and then some guy was like, yeah, and she was like, don't be weird. And he was still just standing there staring at him. Like, first of all, why are you just standing staring? There's music playing. There's stuff like
playing.
Dance, have a good time,
on
bro.
The side, just fucking staring.
People don't get that about me, bro. I just like to dance, and have a good time. You know what I mean? Like, have fun. I think that's the number one thing you should do when you go out. You should first, before anything else, have fun. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
So anyway, that happened, and I was like, all right, this is getting kind of weird. But then, after these two girls were dancing, on the other side of me, they were dancing with each other. And this one dude, He goes up to them,
Fucking creep of the year.
starts talking, like pulls one girl to the side, starts talking, and then the other girl, another guy walks up. He's talking to her. They walk away. The one guy, he walks away from the girl, so she must have told him like, "Hey, sorry, like not interested, whatever."
Whatever, yeah.
And he walks away. The other guy was still talking to the other girl. The girl comes over and grabs her friend and takes her friends and starts dancing with her friend.
Away from the
Dude. Just straight up away from him. And this guy, instead of like going away and like saying like, oh, okay, guess she's not feeling me or whatever, he stands there and just stares at them like.
He didn't even fucking move. He just stood there. And not like I stood there like, damn, I just got dissed and I got to recover real quick. He stood there for a good 5 or 10 minutes.
Staring at them. Like that.
What the fuck are you doing,
Staring
dude?
at them, dog. I was like, dog. I need, yeah. We switched to Coquito, by the way.
We made the switch. What's, like, just, I don't know, learn social cues, take a course on reading body language, or have some fucking common sense.
Or how
I'm
about-
talking to this girl, I'm talking to this person, I'm talking to whoever. They're not interested. Not only are they not interested from the way the conversation's going, maybe they're entertaining it, who knows? Maybe she was being kind, and maybe he thought he had a chance, and the friend just took her away. Cool.
How about we just leave people alone until they make it clear that they want to be bothered? Like, how about that?
I mean,
Because I already told you my cue to go up to somebody.
yeah.
My cue is 2 eye contacts. 2 eye contacts that last, like, you know what an eye contact is, an accidental eye contact. You know what that looks like.
Yeah.
But a real eye contact, like a real, like, you know, we lock eyes.
And a smile?
And a smile, you know what that looks like. So
Yeah.
that's my rule. I think nice eye contact, and then 2 nice eye contacts, 2 of them. At that second, because that first one might have been like, oh, you're kind of cute, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That second one is like, all right, come talk to me. You know what I mean? At that point, you gotta.
I don't know if I need at least 3.
3? I confirm 2. I've talked to people about it, like you know what I think about that. And they say, oh yeah, no, 2's good.
Yeah, no, that's you and what you're comfortable with. I need at least 3, and maybe not even then. I don't know, because I don't even go out to talk to anybody really.
Bro, because we be going out vibing, having a good time.
I just go out to have fun. So, and that's why I was telling you when we were at the club. That's typically, like I told the bartender, and she agreed. She was like, see, he knows. It's like, I usually leave at like 1 before they do last call and start closing, because that's when dudes start standing around. There's some that stand around the dance floor to begin with, but the later it gets, the more start to get there, and they start like going into the dance floor and like hovering around women with the hopes of finding someone for whatever reason. And that shit is, I understand it's just awful. And the reason why I hate going out at night in those settings, because people are more guarded, especially women, for obvious reasons because of that shit.
Because dudes are weirdos.
Because they're fucking creeps. And just don't, it's easy to just not be a fucking creep. And even if you're talking to someone, and the one that makes me the most, or that makes me the, well, I'm not gonna say it makes me uncomfortable. One that pisses me off the most is when they put women in uncomfortable situations when they're at work.
Oh yeah.
So like if they're
move.
bartending or a waitress or, you know, any sort of service industry, and you're interacting with them, they're going to be kind because typically they are, because it's part of their job.
That's always the hardest part.
And, you know, continuously pushing that, like, let's take this outside. Let me take you out sometime. And if they're like, you know, no thanks, or, you know, maybe as friends or something, don't just stop that shit. Just fucking stop. It's okay to just have a good interaction. I tell you that all the time. And not that you're this kind of dude, but you're just like, nah, you're just like, because you're like, when you went out, you're like, oh, I didn't get any numbers, but I had a good time. I was like, you had a good ass time. You know, it's just dope interactions. Sometimes it's just go out, meet some cool people, have some good shit. like that bartender was like, that was a cool ass shit. Nobody was. You weren't gonna ask her for nothing to keep in touch or nothing. You were just like, she was dope. And I was like, yeah, she was cool as shit.
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun. She was funny. She was good. She was charismatic, having fun. She was funny. It was just dope. I'm not gonna stand there and be like, oh yeah, so like, what are we doing after? Like, just.
I'm getting jaded to that too, by the way. Like, if you're never gonna see me again, we don't have to do this fake exchange. Like, this is gonna happen.
That shit.
I'm sorry, like that fake exchange. I'm so over that fake exchange right now. Listen, if you're never gonna talk to me again, never gonna see me again, why even bother?
Yeah, I mean, and that's all I'll say to you. In those instances, you don't got to give in to that shit if you don't want the conversation to continue.
But that's the thing. A lot of times I do want the conversation to continue. You know what I mean? And like, I'll reach out with full intention for the conversation to continue. But it's like, what's the point if you weren't planning on reciprocating in that capacity? Why did you even offer?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's like, dude. Or were you just trying to be nice? And like in a lot of cases, like I'm cool with you saying no. Like I've been told no before. I'll get over it. I'll live. Like tell me no.
Yeah.
You won't be the first. You won't be the last. Tell me no, so I cannot waste my time, waste my energy, waste my battery percentage. I've been wasting my battery percentage on. Never mind. You know what? Back to this. Guys, just take a hit.
Just take a hit. And if you buy, for the love of God or whoever the fuck you believe in, if you buy a woman a drink, she doesn't owe you shit.
Sure don't.
You chose to offer to buy
something.
If she just says yes because I wanted a free drink, that's on you. That is on you.
It could be drink, could be food.
The number of times I bought a drink and just fucked off. Because it's like
I tried to do that last night or Friday night. It didn't happen that way, but I tried.
I mean, to be fair, she came up to you, so.
And I was gonna buy a drink and I was gonna leave.
You bought a drink, and then but you didn't go up to her to buy her drink. She came up to you to ask about your drink.
But no, that's my point though. Like, but I'm saying like, had that night ended where like I bought the drink and we left.
Yeah.
Like I would have been good with us just buying the drink, me buying the drink, and us leaving.
You see what I'm saying? In the grand scheme of it. I just meant like in that moment. You it wasn't on you to leave because she came up to you, so you didn't have to leave. I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
If the whole interaction was just that conversation,
I would have been cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not the same shit that you're jaded about now.
Exactly.
This fake exchange.
This fake exchange where I'm never going to talk to you again. I'm never going to see you again. But hey, let's just exchange contact info. For what? For what?
Getting her snap score up. Follow me on Instagram.
I'm about to delete Snapchat.
Follow me on Instagram so I can get my follower count up. One Uber driver at a time.
Y'all lucky I be on this podcast stuff. I probably delete Instagram too. I'm so over this. I'm so over this right now, bro. Like this fake exchange stuff. Cause that's the thing. I'm a guy that can take a hit. I could take a hit. If you say to me, nah, or if you show like, oh, I'd rather not, like, I'm like, okay, cool. Like I'm not upset.
You brought up a good point. That's a good point. So a lot of times I think what you could do in that instance is they may feel, I don't know, is it an obligation thing? I don't know what the fuck they even initiate it.
Why just even initiate it?
I feel bad if I don't understand. I don't know, but you could actually, I don't know how jaded you are and how comfortable you, just like, hey, we don't got to do this shit. Like if you,
I'll be like, I mean, I might ask. I'm getting to the point where I might ask, do you think we're ever going to talk after today?
Damn!
Yo, I'm there, dog. I am there.
Shit.
Do you think we're going to talk after today?
Shit.
I'll give it to you, but do you think we're going to talk after today?
Wow.
I've done this fake exchange before and I'm kind of over it.
Yes, I'm hurting. Yes,
I'm jaded. I've done the fake exchange thing and I don't need that again. I don't need that again. Hold on.
Let's dive into this. Fuck that. Take the fucking hint. If a woman's not interested, leave her the fuck alone. Leave her the fuck alone.
Learn body language.
Leave her the fuck alone.
Learn body language.
Learn body language. And it's okay. It is okay.
It's okay to get a no.
It's okay to get a no.
You'll be better.
Get out your own fucking ego. Not everybody's gonna want you. I don't care how attractive you think you are. You're not for everybody.
I sure ain't. I'm glad I'm not for everybody.
And if she's not interested, she's not interested. Move the fuck on.
It's good that you're not for everybody, trust me.
And if she's working, or maybe even if she's not working, maybe she's just being nice. Just because a woman's being nice to you doesn't mean she wants to fuck you. You know, it's okay
Even
with
if
just
she
being
likes you.
kind
She
to
might
somebody.
not like. She might not want to do that.
That's even okay. She may not be interested in you. She can still be a kind person.
But that's what I'm saying. But like I don't know. Like that's so primitive too, because it's like even if she's just being like, even if she's romantically interested to you, her mind might not be like, let's just go get in the bed. Like, and I feel like women don't think like that in most cases.
Well, I'm only saying that because the guys that are doing this shit, that's the kind of guy they are.
Well, but that's my point more so is like you're ruining it for yourself by having that mindset of let's go get in the bed.
I mean,
you see what I'm saying?
I don't care. Ruin it for yourself. I don't give a fuck about you. You suck as a person. What I'm saying is, no, fuck that. You suck. Do better. Just be more honest with your intentions. Don't do this game of like, I'm cool with being a friend. No, you're not.
No,
you're not
not
a good fucking friend.
You're awful.
You're a terrible person.
You're not trying to get to know them.
You're not trying to get to know them. Just be like, hey, this is what I want. But
Go back to the first segment. Can you answer those questions?
You want to cast a wide net, and like I want to catch all these because I don't want to say what I really want because then I might close the door on something.
I want to tell my boys I got all these numbers from all these girls.
It's not even that. It's if I'm honest with my intentions, I won't have as many options. So
that's stupid. I've never heard that before. That's stupid.
It's stupid as fuck. That's what it is. That's why
stupid.
That's why guys will disappear for a while and then come back. That's why they won't just be like, hey, like I'm not really looking for anything serious. I just want to hook up. Some guys will, but the ones that are doing this guise of like, oh, I'll be your friend. No, you're just waiting in the wings trying to get your opportunity to fuck. Or you're doing this whole, I'm gonna say I like what she likes. Oh, that's what you like? I like that too. You're just gonna say whatever you think. You're gonna lie your way into trying to get into bed with her. Just be a fucking adult.
They do that?
Be an emotionally mature adult. And say what the fuck you want. Stop being a fucking child.
I couldn't imagine that. So like, I'm gonna talk about it a little early, but like in the later interaction, I'm gonna talk about it. This girl asked me if I like camping, and I said, I've never tried it, but I'm willing to try it.
Yeah.
So guys will literally just be like, "Oh, I love to camp."
Yes.
What the heck? Y'all are stupid, dog. So you gonna get there and be like, okay, yeah, like I love camping. I do this all the time. And then have to figure it out on the spot. Y'all are dumb, dog. Y'all are dumb.
I've heard this from my friends.
Y'all are dumb,
I've heard this from a bunch of women where
social media exists. They don't work no more.
Guys won't answer first because they want to give the same answer. Now I'm not saying all of them, but are some guys that do that. And women will pick up on it.
Now I know.
What, like, do you like this? Oh, what do you like?
No, you know
they'll try to
what
turn it
doing?
around, or they just won't want to answer first because they just want to be like, oh, I like whatever it is you like, because then that means we're compatible. And like, no, you can like your own shit, and you can do your own things and still be with somebody.
Can we talk about this though? You fools make it too easy to be different. That's why we exist. Because now we're like, that's so easy. Because now instead I'm gonna just be like, oh, I like to do blah blah blah. What do you like to do? And boom, I'm already different. Like, you see what I mean? It's that simple. All I gotta say is I like to do.
It's that simple.
I like to record videos in my free time. What do you like to do? I'm already different. I like to edit videos. That's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
Boom, I'm already different.
Or like, hey, I like to do this. Do you like? No, I don't like that shit.
I'm already different.
Like, nah, like that's cool. That's dope that you like. I like that you're into it, but nah, I tried it. It's not for me. That is so stupid. How? Yeah. So we can go back to what just stop. Just fucking stop. Just stop.
I forgot what you were even going in on me about. What did I say?
You were talking about. I wasn't going in on you.
Oh.
I just had to get that out.
Okay.
I was like, go back to what you were talking about.
Right.
Which will come to me in a moment. But I just had to get that out. Because I felt like the route you were going down, I really liked. But I was like, this needed to be said.
This 100%. Listen, this needs to be said because I don't want to ever go to a club again and see some mess like that happen right in front of me again. That was like, because now, like, I'm making a joke to these women. I'm like, oh, you guys are like, oh, y'all are popular tonight. And it's like, that joke might not be received well because now it's like, okay, oh, he's just another one of those. And it's like, nah, like.
It's not even that. I mean, it could be that too.
You know what I mean?
But it's also like, they just could be there having. I don't want to be popular tonight.
I don't want to be.
I just want to come out with my homegirl and have a good ass time.
Yeah, literally, like, and you know, because like I'm all about like just being friendly and being out and having a good time with the people around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like for me, that's just like that laugh is like just a part of it. You know what I mean? And it's like, now it's like, oh, he's trying to do what he did, and it's like I don't want to dance with
trying to do what he did, or like maybe she's
dance.
like, he thinks I'm popular. I don't like this attention.
That's fair too. That's fair. I didn't think about that. That's fair.
Yeah.
But like again, I just want to vibe and have a good time.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So like, how uncomfortable it makes us just being in the other shoes.
Right. Because now we're just sitting there watching all this go down. Because I had the other girls have the same thing happen, and they had that happen. And I'm just like,
that's why Friday I gave those girls a ride home because it was like it's 2 a.m. I don't give a fuck how far it is. You're walking.
Yeah.
With this dude that was already being a fucking creep, and he was drunk as shit and took off on his motorcycle. Who knows if he even made it the fuck home?
Yeah, but like, she did too much. She had to give me her Snapchat. I didn't want it.
I'm still glad I gave him a ride. That's separate. Yeah, I know.
I didn't want that.
I just feel it was only like a mile, but still.
This goes back to that though. Like, she offered. Like, why are you offering it?
Yeah.
You guys have Snap? No. Nope. Nope. That's my answer for now. Nope. You got Snap? Nope.
Nope.
You got Instagram? Nope.
That's what I said. I was like, nah, I don't do Snap.
You got Snap? Nope. IG? Nope. X? Nope.
X? They going down the list. You got LinkedIn?
You got LinkedIn? Maybe. You gotta look for it.
Are we networking? What's
I'm
happening?
over it. Right. That's what it... Dog, that's what it starts to feel like. Like, we're networking. What do networking people do? They add each other on these platforms, like each other's posts, and never talk again.
Never talk again.
You know what it is? Man, listen, it comes down to this. If you know in the beginning, this is a fun thing for tonight, just leave it for tonight. Let it be fun for tonight.
Yeah. And
then we know we will never do this again. And you and I can never talk again, and it will be completely fine.
Yeah.
Don't offer, please.
Yeah, I don't know where it stems from. So my curiosity comes with, where the fuck does that come from? So if that's something you do or have done, comment, email us, reachonthehowse@gmail. Let me know, because I'm genuinely curious why you, and this is, man, woman, they, whoever.
Right.
If that's something you do or have done, what prompts that? I mean, is it just this conversation's going well and I'm just asking for it? But
hold on, am I being a hypocrite right now? Oh.
Why?
Oh, because I had a great interaction. I asked for a number afterwards and I never did anything with it.
Then yeah, you are.
I'm being a hypocrite right
now. When the fuck did you do that?
For my interaction.
Oh, okay. So you ain't got to. I don't even know who you're talking about. So
yeah,
we could leave that. But
I just realized I did that. I'm being a hypocrite right now.
You are 100%.
I'm 100%.
Oh, let's go.
So
we got to the bottom of it after all. For whatever reason, this man is.
Why haven't? All right. So now, but let me answer the question that you were asking them. The reason why I haven't done it.
Yeah.
I don't want to sour the interaction for myself. I don't want to sour it. Like, that was such a good interaction, a good memory, and a good place that we left it at. I don't want to sour that.
So then why did you ask for it?
Well, I was expecting to receive something first. Because it was kind of established that I would receive something.
No.
It felt like it was.
I mean, it was established that you would receive something, not first.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It wasn't a don't text me until I text you. It was just, hey, I'll hit you up when this happens.
Oh.
It doesn't mean you can't reach out.
Oh, I'm being a hypocrite.
Yeah, you are.
Oh.
Yeah, you are. So, That's what I don't. So I still don't get it. So you asked for it, but you didn't want to sour the. So you, because you're jaded.
I'm jaded. I didn't.
You
do
asked
it
for
I'm
it.
jaded.
Yeah. So help me understand this.
Mm-hmm.
You asked for it, even though you're jaded, but you didn't want to say anything because you thought, "What if she ghosts me? Then I'll have this other opinion of her."
Well, because in the moment the interaction is going so well, you forget about the fact that you're jaded until later on when you're alone again. Hear me out. Till you're alone again.
I get it.
And you remember, you're like, oh yeah, I'm jaded. This is probably not gonna go well. So let me leave it at the fond memory of what it was.
Yeah.
Because this feels so much safer and such a way better memory in my head.
Yeah.
Than where it could end up going if I leap out on that. But it comes down to like, is this person actually worth taking that leap for?
Yeah, I feel that. Okay, thanks for bringing that full circle. I get it. That makes sense. That makes sense. Now I wonder if that's the same reason that these women have done it to you.
I would never make the interaction go sour. So like, why are y'all doing?
But they don't know that.
Yeah, like why are y'all doing that to me? Like, listen, I am one of the like, I like to establish in the beginning like I am one of the most accepting individuals with like. I take people at face value, like what they give me. You know what I mean? Like I am really chill. Like if you feel like you want to come to me and hit me up, I am never gonna just not. Like very rarely am I gonna just not answer you. Even if you've done me wrong in the past, I've proven that. By the way, go back to the first segment. I've proven that. But even when you've done me wrong, I will still answer you, hear you out. Like I'll still be there for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I am not the guy that just like, oh, let me like take his information and just, hey, never follow through with it.
But they don't know that.
I also don't think it's on women in most cases to hit up people first. And I mean, like, society wise, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that society puts the pressure on women to like hit people first.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that burden's on us.
Typically, there's a lot of women or people in general that are starting to, say fuck you to the societal norms
And move away from it, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So she seems like somebody that wouldn't adhere to it just based on your interaction. The one that, you were a hypocrite with. She seems like but for the most part, yeah, it could be that, we did this exchange and now maybe he's going to hit me up because I let it be known. She put the ball in your court. Hey, let's exchange this. And then you.
No, I actually asked.
I know. I'm talking about that one. But I mean the other instances. When they initiate. That's them putting the ball in your court. And if you don't say anything, then like, okay, maybe he just wasn't interested and he was just being nice. Now, in the instances when you did reach out.
Okay, go ahead.
And got ghosted.
Yeah.
I don't understand that shit.
That's the one, dog. That's the one where I don't get it. Why'd you ask for my snap if I'm like, okay, I get your information. We hang out. We're hanging out. We're talking. I get your information because hey, this was dope. I want to do this again. I say, hey, let's do this again, and you're just like
crickets.
Hey, yo, he said, let's do this again. What should I do?
Yeah.
Then why would you offer? Then why would you? Why are you making that push? I don't want to be pen pals. I don't want to be your buddy. I'm not your guy. I'm not your homie.
I get it if you were initiating it and asking for something.
And I will almost never do that at this point. By the way, almost never.
I get why some women would in that instance because they want to be kind and they don't know how you'll react if they say no.
Yeah.
So if that was the case, I get why they would be like, yeah, sure, here, take my snap because I can just block your ass later, or my IG because I can just block you later. But
the fact number two, honestly.
Yeah, but it's more. You can find more shit out with somebody's phone number.
That's fair.
You can find a lot of shit out for somebody's phone number. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
But for her to initiate and then have you reach out afterwards only to have nothing happen, that is going to boggle my mind. So that's what I'm curious about. That specific scenario, I guess. Because I kind of got the other one answered. No, because that's just you. Still curious
I'm just
why
jaded.
that's happened. Yeah, you're jaded as fuck. But So you just you overthink it, like, oh, I'm gonna text her and she's never gonna text me back, and then I'm gonna think differently of her. But you shouldn't. It shouldn't affect that interaction. That was still a really good interaction. That was just all it was.
Impossible. Like I get what you're saying.
It doesn't make her a bad person.
It doesn't. But I'm still human. You know what I mean? Like I'm not.
All humans are. But
I'm not gonna sit here and like say, oh, that was an awful interaction. You're awful. Like, think about some of the good interactions I have that have ended like that. I'm like, oh yeah, she's a great person, but she never texted me back. She blocked me.
That's fine. She's still a great person.
She's still a great person. It was still a great interaction, but like I still have that sour memory to associate with you.
Really? You can't look past that? Like we just weren't.
No, because
we're not friends or nothing. But that was she's still
dope. It comes
dope.
back to just say no. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because if you said no, like, I wouldn't be, like, I get what you're saying if it was a case where she just like, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? But you were still cool. When you say no, like, you're still cool and I respect you even more because you said no. Like, yeah, like, cool. Like, hey, my fault. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But, like, nah, I can't respect that as much because now you're going back to play with people's emotions by not saying no or by leading me to think it was okay when it's really not. You know what I mean? So, yeah, of course I'm gonna have this sour memory of you now.
I guess, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it kind of goes back.
I have this bad taste in my mouth when it comes to you.
Yeah. Just off an initial text message?
It's not so much the text message. It's more so the principle of, hey, I asked if this door could be opened. You allowed me to open that door. And then you shut it without, well, did you even shut it though? You know what I mean? Like, it's really just that, like, up in the air thing of, like, what is, like, really it comes back to, like, what is the point, like, what was the point of all that then?
I don't know. She's entitled to change her mind.
She's entitled to change her mind, yes. But at the same time, communication would be cool. You know what I mean?
Oh, that would,
like,
how deep do you want to go into that? Communication would make a lot of things better. I mean, that's not.
I'm allowed to have if you don't communicate, I'm allowed to have a sour taste of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not telling you not to. I just don't understand why.
Yeah, because it's just like, I can't help it. It's just, it's a memory that involves you. For example, the girl at one of the stores I was telling you about, that was always flirting with me, touching my arm, talking to me. I'm not going to go into too much detail. But I asked for her number. She gave me her number. I texted her. She left it on red or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, now I'm going to have this sour taste in my mouth. You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, we were cool. You were doing all this extra stuff. And now I'm like, okay, cool. Like, let's go get a coffee. Like, you're like, okay. Yeah, let's do it. And then I text you like,
that toxic motherfucker. Yeah, that.
You know what I mean?
I mean, you should have a sour taste in your mouth. Yeah, it should have been there for a long time ago.
No, we're talking about two different people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're talking about two different people.
It should have been there a long time ago.
We're talking about two different people.
I don't care. You know who I'm talking about. It should have been there a long time ago. I guess for me, what I think is, my thing is, if I like having an answer. So if you're going to close the door, close the fucking door.
Please. Close it. I love it. Close it.
That's what I mean. So close it.
I can move on.
At any point.
I can move forward.
I say, hey, we should keep doing this. However, here's my number. Cool. Text and nothing. Cool. You close the door. We're done. You closed it now instead of dragging me through, just not.
That's the difference between you and me, though.
Entertaining this, instead of being polite and like entertaining this and making me think there's something else.
I feel like we established this earlier this weekend, though. That's the difference between you and me. You see a closed door as a non-response.
Yeah. You're expecting too much out of some people sometimes.
Fair. I expect decency.
Going back to societal norms.
I expect decency.
Why? Is that societal norm to communicate? You're expecting open communication about whether or not someone's interested.
I like closure, but you know, I guess I gotta see closure in other ways.
Yeah. No answer is usually a pretty strong answer. I wish you would have learned that in your own dealings sometimes, but
I do now.
But yeah, it's absolutely just because, I mean, as much time as you spend on social media, you know that. No one is on there saying, hey, you got to be honest and tell people how you feel and communicate when you really don't want to talk to them. That's not what's popular.
No,
That's not
it's
what people
popular.
are doing.
It's popular to lead people on. It's popular to like play the game because then you're like, oh, hey, look at this guy who's texting me, blah blah blah.
And because it's easy.
I'm about to call out these TikTok girlies, but then you get like, I hate these. These really piss me off. But the ones where it's like all the like, oh, this one has this nickname. This is this nickname. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna touch that because I'm sure guys are way fucking worse. They're just not making TikToks about it.
Oh, maybe.
There's no maybe about it.
Well, we just don't. All right, you're right. Maybe we just don't do that. It's like
No,
I know we don't. But I'm just saying, like, we don't do that. So like, I don't see it. All I see is these TikToks, and I'm like, dog, like.
I mean, but it's social. How much fucking stock do you put into the truth in that? But the problem is that other
It's
people.
popularized and it looks cool. That's the problem.
Yeah, but whether that person that's doing it believes it or not, the people that are watching it are idolizing it and adopting it. That's the problem. So
it's making dating in my generation hopeless. By the way,
it's not.
it's hopeless.
No, it's not.
It's so hopeless. Dating in my generation, yo, like if you're in my age group, it is just cursed. It is crushed.
Hey, I don't think mine's much better. You got a bunch of motherfuckers that are still stuck 20 years ago acting the same way because they refuse to acknowledge their own emotions or go to therapy because it wasn't cool growing up.
Are we just emotional?
Men weren't supposed to feel.
Is that what it comes down to? Are we just emotional?
Everybody's emotional. Some people just hide it. Some people just push it down and they want to have this tough exterior because they think being tough means not displaying emotions.
Oh, no, I love it.
That's not what makes you tough. All that does is make it fester and boil and you blow up on somebody unnecessarily.
Let's do it.
But yeah, you just
After my snap, I'll blow up on you.
You just have this expectation of this is how I am, so this is how other people should be. Or this is what I want.
That's
so
one
this
of
is-
my toxic traits.
Yeah,
That's
it's toxic as shit. It's self-absorbed and
dating.
toxic as fuck.
Yeah, that is one of my toxic
This
traits.
is me, so this is how everyone should be.
I will 100% concede that. That is exuded in my personal life.
Yeah, why aren't you like that? I'm like that. You know how fucking awful that is to say out loud?
Yeah. That is one. Wow. We just had a therapy session. Reach on the house and Gmail if you like that toxic trait. Wow.
Cause that's what I think that's, like you said, where we differ, because I'm thinking like, hey, I don't expect a response in this scenario. It hurts when it's somebody you actually think you've had that relationship with and that respect, because that happened to me and it hurts. But this initial like, oh, that was dope. Hey, what's up? You saw that happen to me a couple times. That shit is funny as fuck.
Yeah, you've gotten to the point you can laugh at it. I think I get it. I think I might be able to now that I did that reflection. Because like when I think about it, that has caused a lot of damage in a lot of my relationships where I'm like, I'm this way. I feel like you should probably be that way too. That
Fuck.
yeah, that is something I definitely got to look into, because it's I don't know, it's placing people at like sometimes too high of a standard.
It's not even that. It's just not acknowledging their right or ability to be different.
Right, it's not acknowledging people for who they are, but it's setting the bar too high though.
You self-absorbed asshole. If you're not like me, you're not high. I'm up here and you're not. What the fuck part of the thing is that?
It's because it's not like overall as a person. It's just in certain aspects. It sets the bar up here. Because there are things where I feel like I do up here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like there are certain things where I set the bar up here.
And there's some that you don't.
And there's some
And what if there's some things that...
there's very few things where I do set the bar up here for.
Okay,
But
and that's so...
There's like certain things where I'm like, yo, this is how I would act in a scenario, and I expect that.
And so they're going to have things they're up here on, and you're not.
Exactly.
And so you're just pretty much dismissing that because of these other things.
That's what essentially happens, I guess. Now that we're reflecting on it, I guess. I don't know. Like, I never thought about it. I guess this is what happens.
I didn't realize it until you were saying that. I was like, oh, he really just thinks I'm like this, so I wouldn't leave you on red, so don't leave me on red. Yeah, that would be nice if people, showed some...
Crazy.
If everyone had that.
I have
but
a moral compass, so you should too.
I don't know if that's a moral compass. How many people have difficult conversations that you know? Very few. And that's a difficult conversation. Hey, I know I asked for your number, but I really don't have the capacity to talk. Or maybe I'm taken, or I'm not interested in that way. Or whatever the fuck it is. I was just being nice, but I really don't want to keep this. Who's going to fucking say that to a stranger, essentially? Nobody. Very few people, I would say. So
like, hey, the bar is fun, but I'm just too busy right now, or something like that.
I'm too busy right now. You're not. You're not. See, that's not. You're just doing some Google speak.
Some people pleaser stuff.
Yeah.
It's better than nothing.
Is it?
Yes.
Bullshit is better than nothing?
Yes. 100%. Yes.
No, because then now it's like, oh, now not only did you say something, but you don't respect me enough to tell me the truth. Because I know that's bullshit.
All right, fair. Okay.
Just now it's like, just tell me the truth, or just don't say anything if you're just gonna fucking lie.
I don't know. I like the response. I'd rather you just give me a response. I feel better with the response.
Would you?
Yeah.
Even if it was bullshit?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
So lie to this man.
Yeah.
But as long as you respond, as long as you say something, it doesn't matter what it is.
Just lie. Tell me to lie. I don't want to know the truth. I can't handle the truth.
So why do you want a response? God.
I'm just kidding. No, I want the truth. I want the truth.
Himself all day.
I want the truth. I do want the truth. I do 100%. I want the truth.
Thank you.
I want the truth.
It's like, yo, what?
I'm used to giving PR speech, so like I give PR speech. I don't know.
What? No, that's not having the conversation.
I know.
Having the conversation.
Yes.
This goes back to like past and through the past relationships, I'm used to PR talk.
And get it.
So you paying it forward?
I am paying it forward.
Damn, man.
Oh, we're with therapy today. Oh, where's Professor House?
This is crazy. Oh, this is crazy.
We're with therapy.
Oh man, he's paying it forward.
Wow. This coquito is hit.
It's bomb though. This shit is so good.
It is good. I told you coquito was fire.
This shit is so good.
Coquito's fire. All right, listen. Hear me out though. I'm used to PR responses.
Yeah.
So, because I've dealt with people who can't handle the real raw stuff.
Most people can't.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm used to the PR talk.
That shouldn't stop you. Just because they can't handle it. First off, they'll make up their mind for them and assume they can't handle it.
Ooh.
Second, you shouldn't change who you are as a person for someone else because you don't think they can handle it.
I will say I've gotten better at this. Like I've gotten better over time of just being raw and being who I am and going out in my own skin and just not putting on a PR personality, just living, you know. But that's the next level, I think. And that's where I'm like right here at that door and then like, I'll get there.
And, there's a way to do it with PR speak but still being honest. Because I'm not saying just go out and just say exactly what's on your mind. Because you don't want to hurt them.
Right.
But what you're going to do regardless. But you can be more mindful with your words and doing it. It's going to fucking suck regardless.
Right.
There's very few times where I've done it and it's like, oh, cool. Like, yeah, I respect your decision. It's not really something you can.
I respect your decision to not want me. Yeah. We love it.
We love it here. But yeah, it's going to always be difficult. But fuck, dude, I don't.
All right. On that note, we're gonna go to commercial because this got deep. I just got therapy, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
You did. You're welcome.
during commercial, we're probably gonna have to have an even deeper therapy session. So if I come back crying, just pay no mind. We're gonna hit the fun segment.
You're gonna get an invoice shortly.
All right. Just mail it. It will never get to me. The mail sucks. See how the fun segment.
We hope you're enjoying this awesome conversation. And if you too want to join in, make sure you email us at reachonthehowse@gmail.com. You could send us dating profiles, awkward dating situations, and just funny stories you want to see us react to. We can't wait to read your emails. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. This is the final segment of the in-person edition of the podcast. So, as you know, this is the segment where you never know what's going to come. You never know what's coming. You know one thing, maybe. But after that, who knows? I don't even fucking know sometimes until we start. So we're going to see. But first off, I'm going to start off with a favorite interaction of the week. Yeah, thanks to you for extending this favorite interaction. But so, wifey's had a rough week. She has a lot going on, and she's just had a really rough week. So she was trying to. She was trying to get away for a little bit. Had some stuff she needed to work on. Didn't have the space to work on it, so she was like, hey, can I just come over and just work on the stuff I need to do there? And it was like, cool, like, hell yeah, of course you can. Like, you got a key to my fucking place. It's open to you at any time. So she pulled up and, she just chilled. And I was like, she just went and laid down and was like, all right, well, I'll give you space. Like, you want to cuddle together? Like, what do you want? She was like, yes, please. I was like, cool. So we just laid there. And I was like, all right, this man is landing soon. He's landing at 8:15. Yep. It's like 6:30. Yep. I was like, okay. She was like, what time do you have to leave? I was like, all right, it'll take like 30 minutes. I'll leave at 8. I'll get there at 8:30. He'll land. He'll have to get his bag. He'll walk out. This is a big ass airport. 8:30 will be cool.
Yeah.
Alarm goes off at 8. And I'm like, damn, I feel like we've been here for 20 minutes. Like, because she had a lot of stuff she wanted to open up about and just talk about and talk through. And I just wanted to listen and be there for her and hear her out and just be in that space to her. We're so busy and our schedules are so different. She works weekends typically, and I work days during the week. So a lot of times our schedules don't match up, so I don't get to see her as often as I would like. So I was like, shit. I was like, damn, I gotta go. She's like, yeah, you should go. She's like, do you think you can just call him an Uber? And I was like, I absolutely would in a fucking heartbeat. if
Okay. I'm glad you brought that up. Go ahead. No, you know what? Keep going.
So I was like, I absolutely would. And I was like, is that what you want? She was like, she was like, no, go get your friend. Like, and I was like, well, what do you actually want? She's like, I kind of want to just stay here and spend some more time with you. And I was like, cool. So you text me that you landed, so I called you. And I was like, yo. How would you hypothetically feel about taking an Uber? And you were like, does this mean you're hypothetically not here? I was like, hypothetically speaking, I am not. You were like, oh, all right. You were like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't got money for that. I was like, no, you're not paying for the shit. That's not even an option. I was supposed to be there. I'm not. Wifey's where I'm enjoying some time with her, basically. We're together, we're enjoying some time. We haven't had that much time together lately, so we've been enjoying some time together. So was that cool? You were like, is she there now? I was like, yeah. He was like, hi. He was like, hi. She was like, hey, Julian. But you were like, yeah, if you pay, nah, it's cool. I like that. You were like, oh yeah, nah, we good. You were like, I like talking to strangers anyway.
Well, so this is what I was gonna say off of that. Yo, like, I feel like we gotta knock that off. That like whole like bros before hoes. Like, because I feel like most dudes would just be mad about that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that would actually make them mad. I'm like why? Like, I'm not paying. I don't care. Like, what's the difference? Like, oh, I'm sorry I lost 40 minutes with you driving me back. I don't care. Like,
That's when you say it like that. It sound goofy to get mad.
right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like, why would I be mad about that? Like,
I was looking forward to that drive home with you.
if I'm not paying, he's getting me the ride. What do I care?
That's funny.
The only hassle I had to go through was finding the driver in the garage because like they have like a weird pickup garage.
Yeah, that garage is crazy.
Yeah, so like that was the only hassle. Like they have like a specific spot for like rideshare pickups.
Yep.
So I was like trying to figure out what that was about and what was going on with that because I went to the wrong floor. So I was like, what? Where am I at? But like, that's all I had to go through. Like, dog, let your homie spend time with his girl. Like, don't be that guy.
And shout out to you for that.
Bro,
because-
like shut up, dog. Like for real, like come on, man. Like this man's talking about this woman like it's his wife. Like I'm not gonna tell him, hey, your wife needs help. Like I don't care. You told me come out here, pick me up from the airport. You know what I mean? Like
I don't care. Yeah.
you know, like that sounds goofy
It
on me to
sounds-
get mad. Like
Yeah,
why
it
would I
does.
be mad about that?
Yeah. So.
And like full transparency, like I thought she thought I was mad by like how she sounded.
Oh yeah.
So like I was like, yo, like make sure she knows like I really don't care. Like I genuinely don't care.
Yeah, no, she wasn't mad at all. She was grateful that you were just cool with it and just rolled with it.
The only way I would have been mad if you was like, yo, I need you to pay for this ride to get to my house.
Yeah, that'd have been fucked up.
That would have been the only way I would have been mad. That's because that's the only right to be mad at that point.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
I'm like,
is.
I just get off the flight and I gotta pay for an Uber now. I thought
That or like,
Yeah.
yo, I'm not, whatever plans we had this weekend, wifey's like, I was gonna change because I want to spend time
Change
with,
off.
yeah.
yeah.
So that would have been kind of fucked up. But yeah, still, I appreciate you because her and I both needed that.
Yeah.
You know, I hadn't seen her for a week. So it was just
Oh
like,
no, I missed that 40-minute ride. Dog. I messed up. Like, for what, bro?
So my favorite interaction was just typically because our schedules, we end up going out or something.
Yeah.
And like her and I, we end up going out somewhere, or sometimes we'll hang out here or something. But it was just like neither of us has anything to do right now, and we're just chilling. And it was just like, damn, I didn't realize how much I needed that, especially on a Friday, like at the end of a week, the crazy ass work week on
Yep.
both of our parts. So yeah, so that was my favorite interaction, just to have that quiet. So honestly, we just laid here in the dark for most of it. Talked for a bit and just fucking laid there. And it
Those
was
are the
like,
best
this is-
times.
Yeah,
Those are the best times. And then you had the deep conversations just laying there.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was, and it was just dope. So
And how,
that's
how could I be mad?
that's
Like,
my favorite interaction of the week.
like I said, I told homie, I was like, yo, this is how much it's gonna be. Bro said, here you go. Apple Pay, boom. how you, like, what are you mad about at that point? Anyway,
Yeah.
my favorite interaction, this is full transparency, we're recording this on a Sunday, which we normally record on a Thursday. So
Yeah.
this kind of counts because it was like the Friday right after we recorded.
Still counts.
I went to a wedding and
Let's go.
I met an amazing woman there at this wedding.
Okay.
She told me she was a pilot.
That's dope.
Yeah, she was a pilot.
That's dope. That's dope as fuck.
Yeah, so she's kind of who I was talking about earlier. Like we had a conversation. We were talking for a while. We stopped. First, we danced a little bit. We stopped dancing. Then we talked a little bit. We were outside talking, and like we were relating over being jaded, and like that was relieving to have someone understand that. We were talking. She has a different lifestyle than most people. I have a different lifestyle than most people. So like to have someone understand that and like relate to that was kind of cool. And I took her number afterwards. This is where I was like, dang, am I a hypocrite? Because I took her number afterwards and I haven't hit her up. Because like I said, the conversation was so great, and I had such a fond memory over the conversation. I'm like, dang, I don't want this to go sour. Because, like, it was great. Like, I was understood. I was heard. I don't know. I just felt seen in that moment. And it's, like, it's very rare, you know, to, like, have someone understand exactly where you're coming from when you're saying it and when you're talking. It's like, whoa. Like, wow, you understand every part of what I'm saying right now. That's crazy.
Damn.
Like, you really are, you're hearing me and, like, really, like, hearing me and, like, responding and feeling the same way even in a lot of cases.
Damn. So the fear of souring it outweighs, like, the potential for how great it could be?
Because of how many times it's gone sour?
Yeah.
Right now, yeah. Right now, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately.
Damn.
Right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just like where I'm at right now in my life and who I am right now, like, yeah, I can't hold you. Like, unfortunately.
Because it's happened more often than not that it sours it.
Yeah, because of how often it has happened, I'm like, dang, like,
Yeah. All right.
dope interaction gone sour. Like, I'm just like, all right, cool. You know what? Let's leave it at what it was, because that was great.
Damn.
That was an amazing memory. And you made she made my night so much fun and so enjoyable. Just to be able to say, like, yo, like, I got to dance, do my thing. She wasn't, like, crowding me, pushing to dance with me. She wasn't doing any of that. I wasn't pushing to dance with her. Like, it wasn't nothing like that. In fact, she danced with other people most of the night. I danced with other people most of the night. But, like, when it came down to having, like, that deep, interesting conversation, like, we had that very deep, interesting conversation.
Yeah.
And that was dope.
All right. That's dope. That's dope. So when you texting her?
I was thinking...
Are you going to still text her?
I was thinking I might do it tomorrow. I was meaning to do it this weekend. I said I was going to do it Friday. Said I was going to do it Saturday. Said I was going to do it today. I have not done it.
It's still been going back and forth in your head, huh?
Yeah, because she's popping up on my IG feed. And now I'm like, ugh. Like, every time, like, and don't get me wrong, like, I have full intention to want to do it. But it's just that constant, like, ugh. That's, like, pushing me
She
back.
posted on Instagram when she could have texted me.
Nah. Like, I don't even think like that. I don't think like that, which is good. I don't.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was.
No, it's not that at all. It's more so like, dang, like, I could text her. I very well could text her, but it could change and go sour.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's really all it is. Like, I don't care. Like, post. Do your thing. You could, like, post on IG and not text me back. I think that's stupid. Oh, you posted. You didn't text me back. Like, get off your high horse. Who cares? I live my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Anyway. So, yeah, that was my great conversation of the week. I think it went really well, and I think it was fun. I told her I was coming out here with him, and, like, she sent me a bunch of stuff that, like, I don't even know if he's heard of.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, that was cool. Like, it gave him some cool ideas for stuff he could do, too. So, I was like, dude, like...
Yeah, it was cool.
This girl's a traveler. She's awesome. She's fun.
Yeah.
And it's very rare that, like, again, I connect with someone and, you know, I get to meet an outgoing person who's, like, as charismatic as I am and on that same, like, mental, like, oh, yeah, we're compatible almost kind of thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very rare I meet someone like that.
Cool. Yeah, dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll send that text tomorrow. I will. I'll keep you updated.
Yeah, we all hear about it.
Next Thursday, you'll find out if I actually did it or not.
Find out if you did it. And you'll most likely also get if the interaction's been soured or not.
More likely it will be. So like, I gotta get past that and allow it to go sour. It's fine.
It just goes back to, are you okay with never talking to her again? And if the answer is no, I'm not okay with it, then you gotta text her.
Yeah, nah. She just posted on IG. Actually, I was on my IG. I was just scrolling, checking out some like House of Highlights stuff. I'm in the playoffs. NBA playoffs are going on right now. I'm big on that. So like I was scrolling through looking at that, and she just posted, and I saw it, and I was like, oh shoot, she's actually like really fun. Like, you know, people who don't take social media seriously and stuff, like that level of fun. It's like, oh, like, yo, she's actually really fun. So like, I need to send that text message. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to bring this up because you had mentioned it before. I don't know. We don't have to spend much time on it, but the fuck is drizzle?
Oh, drizzle. Oh, listen. Here's what I'm gonna say.
Oh shit.
This girl failed drizzle for me. I just want you guys to know that she failed. I told her I wasn't feeling good.
Here we go.
She told me, feel better. What you mean feel better? I told her my allergies were bothering me. You gotta fly me out to the best allergy doctor in the country, buy my flight, give me a hotel room, book my appointment, then we could talk. Drizzle with my soft guy era.
Is that what that shit is? That's what that shit is.
Full satire, baby.
Okay.
We love it.
Okay. So it's just making fun of women that
Want those high expectations.
so it's some bully shit.
It's bully back.
Bully back? That's not being a bully.
I'm getting my lick back. I'm getting my lick back. For every woman that looked at me and said, oh, you're not 6 feet, I don't want to talk to you, I'm getting my lick back. I'm getting my lick back, dog. I'm getting every minute of it back. Give me my lick back.
What the fuck is happening out here?
I'm getting my lick back. That's what's happening.
Why do you care?
I'm getting my get back.
Why do people care so much what other people do with their own lives?
I'm getting my get back.
That shit's wild to me. If a woman says, I just want to be taken care of, cool. Don't talk to her. You don't got to try to belittle the lifestyle she's trying to choose for herself.
I feel that. I get that. I think it's just, because this happens for me. You're a 6 foot guy, so you don't understand this. As a short guy, it's very thrown in your face all the time that you're a short guy.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So it's very, like, it's very, like, blasted at you that you don't meet those standards. When you don't meet their standards, it's blasted in your face that you don't meet standards. So, like, this is a chance to, like, blast back. They're like, well, you don't meet my standards. What's up?
Oh, it's petty shit.
Yeah. You don't meet my standards. What's up? Like, at least that's how I take the satire. You know what I mean?
Oh
I don't meet your standards. Well, guess what? You don't meet mine. Get out of here. Like, back up. Drizzle.
Fucking children online.
Drizzle.
What the fuck are we doing, dog? Who cares? Why do you care? Why do people care? Who gives a fuck? Yeah, there's people that are going to say that. You're not for everybody.
Sure ain't.
That's okay. Everybody's not for you either. That's okay. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I haven't gotten the 6 foot thing. I mean, not anymore. I wasn't always this way, so I've gotten that. Mm-hmm. It's the same as like, I don't date black guys. It's like that kind of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't give a fuck. Cool.
Don't date me.
That's fine. That is
fine.
Okay. I don't gotta do nothing back to nobody. I don't understand this shit. Satire or not, I think it's stupid as fuck.
It is stupid, but what is the internet? Like, you know what I mean?
Stupid.
What is all this? What is all the, like, TikToks are stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So why is it called a movement? I think that's my biggest. It's my biggest.
It's a movement because it's satire that all the guys are getting into. Like all the men on the internet. Like I literally have seen. I seen a 70-year-old man. Like, I kid you not, he had to be at least 70. Get in on this satire movement.
Is it satire or is it passive aggressive?
Both. It's both. Come on, man. It's both, man. It is 100%
If it's satire and you're doing it purely for comedic purposes, I
do it for comedic purposes.
I know you are.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
I do it because it irritates you.
Because it's fucking stupid. But I can get behind the comedic purpose of it because, it's taking this... It's being over the top. It's being ridiculous. I mean, I'm not one to talk to... Because I am over the top and ridiculous sometimes with some of the things I say and do. But I just don't know if a lot of people are doing it and there's some sort of guided veil of truth behind it and they're just trying to hide behind this.
There's another level of guys. I will give you this. There's another level of guys. A lot of the red pill guys, their content started failing because red pill is not popular anymore. they moved over to Drizzle now and trying to make Drizzle and Soft Guy era popular. And they're talking out of pure seriousness. So I will give you that. Their level is pure pettiness and seriousness. Because
So when all else fails, belittle women. That's what they're going.
when all else fails, belittle women.
Jesus Christ, dude.
That's just their content is based off of that. Like, come on, like you act like you're surprised. So like,
I mean, I didn't even know any of this red pill shit until you started telling me about it.
Red Pill's, listen, Red Pill's crazy.
I haven't seen a video on it, and I don't plan to watch one.
No.
It is infuriating, just the little I know about it so far.
Stay out of it.
You ain't gotta tell me that.
So because of the Red Pill content is fading, people don't care about Red Pill anymore. People are in fact like, get out of here with that. What's the thing to do? Well, this is popular.
Try to latch on to the next.
You're
popular
trend
thing.
jacking. It's just trend hopping. You know what I mean? And because again, I don't care about how I look online. I care about having a high presence. I care about getting views
Yeah.
and being popular. You know what I mean? So
They're
it's trend
just
hopping.
insecure people that latch on to something that's popular to
To
try
give
to
views.
bolster their own seeking validation from
Seeking
strangers.
validation from strangers about somebody who I don't even know, like, because it comes back down to now, like, what do you actually believe? If you're just trend jacking,
they
like,
don't
what do
know.
you believe?
They don't know.
Fair enough. That might be true.
Insecure assholes that will say and do whatever to try to maintain whatever perceived level of popularity they want.
I agree. 100%.
Cool.
Yeah.
Glad
so-
we got that out.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
To the people who take it seriously, honestly, like, calm down, bro. Like,
And if you're
it's not that deep.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like the people that are taking it seriously are using it as like some passive aggressive means for judging women that choose that.
It's a cover. It's a cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who cares? Why do you care what a woman wants? You know what I mean? If you want that for yourself, I don't give a fuck. But I don't know. I just get annoyed.
I like to have fun, and I like to just, make jokes, especially, like, if I know it's going to get under his skin about silly stuff like
Fucking
that.
Stupid.
I love it. Like, I mess with stuff like that.
I can't. Shit pisses me off so much. I'm glad you kind of took the wind out of my sails by immediately calling it satire and going there, because I had a full rant going.
Well, because, like, it's just one of those things, dog, where it's like, you can't be serious. Like, how ridiculous a lot of the things that, like, we're watching and we're saying. It's so
I
ridiculous.
watched one and I was just like, okay.
You probably watched the serious one.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't watch any of them. I went through some of it, but everybody just took too long to get to the fucking point, and I can't watch videos anymore.
That's part of the satire of it.
I mean, like within 3 seconds, I don't know what's happening, so I'm out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't like this long-winded way of I get it. You wanna weave this story and have me watch.
It's a story, exactly.
That gets your watch time up, which pushes you out there more and gets your views up. Cool. I'm not doing no part of that. If you don't get to the point immediately, I'm out. I don't watch videos. I don't watch videos online. I just don't fucking do it. I did it for 4 years straight. I'm fucking done. I reached my capacity for watching videos online, so I don't.
You're right.
So I
feel
Googled it
you.
and I read about it. That's what I did.
Oh, okay,
I read about it.
Google probably got it wrong.
I read a few articles. I didn't just look at the first thing. I know how to
Yeah.
read articles online. No, I know. I saw that it was partially satire, but when someone that can start anything, there's other people that'll latch on
and take it to the extreme.
Yeah, so it's people that are probably feel that way, and they're just using this thing to kind of disguise it, but they're being passive aggressive to mock women that choose to be.
Do I actually feel that way? No. Am I jaded? Yeah, but like I'm not going to be less of a gentleman because I'm not going to not pay for the next date, the next first date because other women did me wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Am I jaded? Yeah. Is it going to be harder for you to get a first date with me? Absolutely. But am I not gonna pay for the next first date? Nah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna expect you to come in and open my car door and pick me up and take me out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But would I make a video saying all that? Absolutely, because it's hilarious. I love it. It's so funny. Bro, the stuff that they be saying in these videos actually cracks me up. I be seeing dudes in full-on mansions making videos. It cracks me up, dog. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the amount of different types of men, like, I mean, it's literally, like, it's one of those things that's become, like, all-inclusive. Like, that's what I love about it, too, is, like, men all together are all getting involved, and they're being like they're all getting in on the joke. So it's like rich men, poor men, black men, white men, Indian men, you know, like Asian men, like everybody. We're all getting in on it, and we're making like a community joke. It's actually really funny.
That makes it even so much more worse to me.
Really? That's a community joke.
Well, then why did it start?
Because I guess, so there apparently was like a movement last year that a woman did.
Yes.
It was called
Cool.
Sprinkle Sprinkle.
Glad. That's it.
And-
Stop. That's all I needed to hear. So a lot of men are collectively getting together to mock women. That's what you're saying, essentially. Cool. Great. Glad we can unify on something for a
But
good cause.
they were mocking us first.
They weren't mocking us. They're saying that's what
my
they...
lick back.
How is that mocking you? To say that they just want to be taken care of and don't have to pay for shit? That's not mocking you.
I thought Sprinkle Sprinkle was like essentially what Drizzle Drizzle is. A mocking, but like a satire mocking.
I don't know anything about any of that.
I thought that's what I took it as. Like when I was reading, like, because I was trying to do my research too to make sure I wasn't, being offensive. You know what I mean? And what I gathered was it was like that over the top satire thing, but like on the woman's side. You know what I mean? So I took it as like a fun, like a joking back and forth TikTok wars, but apparently like maybe it's not. Maybe I read it wrong.
I don't know. You could be right.
I don't know. Maybe I read it wrong.
I just don't even.
Because like I don't. If what you're saying is true, like I don't want to be involved in that. Like I'm not trying to do all that. I'm just having fun.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like if they're joking and we're joking and we're all joking together, like.
I mean, why was it a year ago then? Wouldn't it? Because I mean, it doesn't take that long to adopt things online. So if someone was like,
they should have
been back and forth.
That's true too. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I guess I gotta do more research.
I have an issue with how it was established, and it seemed like maybe the same thing happened where it got taken into a satire realm. But from what I read, at least, it just seemed like. It wasn't that satire before. Maybe it got taken there. I don't know. I just read the origins of it.
I didn't hear anything about Sprinkle Sprinkle. Like,
I didn't
hear anything. Like literally, like what I heard about it came from all the Drizzle Drizzle posts.
Okay.
So that might be why I took it in the satire context, because like I'm listening to satire.
Oh.
Addressing satire.
I don't know. And
what I thought was satire.
people go to extremes on social media to get more. You say the most outrageous shit, you get more views or whatever.
Yeah.
So who knows how much truth is behind either of these?
There's a reason why I told the story I told to give it to you. I delivered it in the beginning of this segment because
How extreme it is.
how extreme. I delivered an extreme.
So over the top that it's ridiculous.
Exactly.
There's no
And
way
it can't be.
think
You
it's-
can't be serious. Like
Yeah.
it's so over the top. You can't be serious.
Yeah. Okay. I
You
mean,
see what I'm saying?
it's stupid either way, but yeah, I get it.
It's stupid, but like that's what trends are. Trends are just a stupid reason to make a viral video.
To try to, yeah.
To try to. A trend is a stupid reason to try to make a viral video,
Yeah.
and everyone jumps on it and tries to do the same thing and replicate the same thing.
Let's chase the
And
fame.
capitalize
Let's
off of
chase
it.
this perceived level of internet fame. Yep.
I would have been made a TikTok about it if I wanted to, capitalize off it. But I'm just like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because like everyone, that's the thing right now. Everyone's making TikToks on it.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
This brother's blood's boiling.
I'm containing it.
This brother's blood.
Don't,
This brother's blood
I
is
don't
boiling.
like any part of it. I just don't understand. But it's okay. It's all right. I'm gonna just tell myself it's for comedy and it's satire.
That's what I thought.
And
I thought it was comedy and satire.
I'm gonna stay the fuck out of it because otherwise I'm just gonna say some.
Because I
stupid
agree
shit
with
on
you.
here.
If that's what you want, that's what you want. Do you like?
Yeah, it's
just understand that that's not me. You go do you.
Yeah,
and we're
it's
good.
same with anything else. There's certain things, just knowing great example. I know the way I carry myself, the way I dress, the way I act. I shrink my pool with who's attracted to me because I'm not this most masculine man, according to that term of masculine.
But what even is that? That's BS.
I don't know, but I've seen it on dating apps. I want a masculine man, and I'm gonna be like, nope.
I see on dating apps, I want a 6-foot dude, and I'm like,
But I've also seen it as like, I need to be wined and dined and treated like a princess, and like, cool, that's what you want.
I could do that.
No,
get?
That's what you're leading with? I'm good. You're going to tell me how I should. Okay, cool. Yeah. A first date should be more than just that. You got to spend this number amount or like whatever the fuck it is.
Okay, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I feel like if you're telling me like I want to be treated like I'm special, like
that's cool. I love the honesty.
Right, I'm with that. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that.
I love the honesty. Thank you for being honest.
Don't tell me how much to
I'm
spend.
cool.
That's crazy. If I take you to McDonald's, like we cool.
If you're, yeah.
He said, yeah. I threw that trap out there. He said, yeah.
Oh, I'm not taking you to McDonald's. There are so many other dope like burger spots.
I tried to see if that line would work. That line did not work. Don't do it.
Don't do that. There's so many McDonald's is trash. But no, I mean that's what I mean. Like that aspect of I've seen that before on dating apps. Like this is what I want. I want someone to take care of me. I want to retire, whatever the fuck it is. And I'm not gonna be like try to match. Just be like, oh, you suck. Like I'm good.
People do that too.
Yes, on Hinge because you can put a comment.
I did not know people do that.
You know how you can, on Hinge, you can...
Just hit the X and keep it pushing, dog. Why are you wasting your time and energy, bro?
I've heard some stories. Just...
Why are you wasting your energy,
guys
bro?
will see something. I'm sure girls do it too. I mean, I've had it. I've had a couple times of girls just not even wanting to match, I'm assuming, and just saying something mean based on a picture.
Had that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yo, what? I mean, all right, I don't get anything on Hinge. Like, anything. Like, my Hinge is dry.
Yeah.
I guess it's a good thing, because it could be bad stuff? Like, what?
It's just because you can just hit that button and say something, based on your prompt or a picture.
I knew you were going to say that. That's wild, bro. Y'all are wild.
Yeah,
y'all
it's
are wild.
Just move the fuck on.
Leave people alone and keep scrolling. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you, dog. It ain't for you. If they're going to get no matches, then let them get no matches in their corner, dog. Oh, my God, bro. Dude, like, yo, seriously, though, like, it ain't none of your business.
Yeah, I know.
All right, see, you turned something into, like, that was fun. It just made my blood boil. I was having fun.
That's what you did to me, you motherfucker. That's what you get.
I was having fun. Now my blood boil.
If that shit is fully, I'll maybe do some more research. And if it is fully just satire and started off,
I will too. I thought Sprinkle
is satire. If it's just a satire back and forth, then maybe next time we'll just do some ridiculous back and forth on that shit. Because that'll be fun.
Right. I like that.
Just one up in each other with how ridiculous we could.
Yep.
If I was wrong and this is just satire back and forth, we'll come on here.
That's what I thought it was.
I mean, I'll look more into it. I just kind of did some casual research.
If it wasn't, I wouldn't have been so comfortable to come out here and just give full on satire. You know what I mean?
I know you're confident in this current
stage.
I don't like saying movement for it because there's so many things that were actually movements that were actually like important in history and making changes in lives in the country. So calling this a fucking movement is stupid. But
I get what you're saying.
This trend, let's call it what it is.
It's a trend. It's
fucking
a trend.
Social media trend.
It's a trend right now.
If they are both, I know you know that is based in satire. If its origins from what it's in response to, if that's also satire, that's what I'm saying. So if that's the case, then next episode, I'll just come on here and in the last segment, just do some back and forth on that shit. I'm totally fine with that.
Yo, listen,
if it's purely comedic purposes, I like saying ridiculous shit for comedy. So as long as it's not hurting nobody, I'm with it.
That's what I figured. I ain't gonna lie though, people have been taking it seriously, and I see comments where people are taking it seriously. And I'm like, yo, he's clearly joking.
Then maybe not. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like people do take it serious. I'm like, yo, he's clearly joking. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So we're trying to bring some levity to this final segment because we got kind of serious for a minute.
We did.
That's purposely. That was on you though, because you brought that shit up knowing I was gonna feel that way.
You brought it up.
We had to address it because I needed to know. But whatever, anyway. So, yeah. So would you rather never see the sun again,
Okay.
or never speak to the last person you text ever again.
Who that text last? I think it's you, dog.
No, it's not me. That don't count before me.
Oh, I'm good with never speaking to the last person I texted again.
Damn!
I'm good with that.
Let's go.
I'm good with that. I looked at my phone. I didn't even have to scroll. I looked at that. Oh, yeah, yep. We could never talk again. I'd be perfectly fine. Yep.
Woo!
Yep.
I think I know who that is.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go ahead.
Nah, you don't know her. You don't know her.
Okay, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
you good. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I thought we might.
Nah.
Okay.
It's like, it's one of those people who like to talk about themselves and don't like want to hear you out.
Yeah, that's easy.
They're working on themselves, you could tell, because they're doing a lot better with it.
Okay.
They're asking questions more. So, like, that's cool.
But also, like, not enough work yet.
Not enough where I'm like, all right, yeah, we can keep this up.
Well, last person I text was wifey, so I'm just not going to see the sun, homie. Yeah. I'm going to just live in darkness forever, G. That's totally fine. I choose darkness and happiness. The sun
Darkness is fine. The moon is great.
The sun doesn't give me, the sun doesn't give me as much happiness as she does, so.
Who needs melanin?
You say that because I'm light skinned? All right, it's all good.
I'm not the darkest dark dude. Like, I can't make fun of you for being like I'm not light skinned, but I'm not the darkest dark dude.
I'll just add vitamin D supplements into my regimen. Get a good multivitamin.
Technically, everyone needs vitamin D these days because not enough people get vitamin D. Fun
Heard it here
fact.
first. Not enough people get vitamin D.
Reach on the house. Yo! There it is! I had to get up. There it is! There it is!
Oh,
I didn't
man.
expect that segue, but it worked out.
It worked out perfectly.
Wow.
Yeah.
There
well
it
done.
is.
Well done.
Touche,
I
sir.
ain't got nothing to cheers you with, but well done.
I got a little bit left.
I don't even know where to go from there because I got a couple more. That's fire. That's fire.
Man.
Oh man.
Reach on the house of G, man.
All right, we'll do one more. Would you rather be unable to wash your clothes ever again, or have a piece of broccoli permanently stuck between your two front teeth?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to steak. I hate broccoli, bro. I'm about to steak. I'm about to stick.
You don't always eat it. It's just right here. Whenever you smile,
I'm
it's
always
there.
taste it.
That's what it is. It's
Yeah.
not the fact
I
that
hate
people
the
will
taste
see
of-
it.
I don't care what people think.
Oh, then you're not gonna taste it. It's a tiny little piece of. It's just stuck in your teeth.
Oh yeah, we'll chill with that piece of broccoli then. Bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I smile too much. I can't do that.
Dog, but like you rather stink.
I'm not gonna stink.
My nose is so
I
sensitive.
just can't wash my clothes. They don't say
Your
I can't
clothes-
buy new clothes.
Dog,
My clothing budget is gonna go up.
I ain't got money like that.
Thrift stores. You mean? What you mean? I ain't got money like that either. But we gonna be thrifting.
He right. I discovered a thrift store. I bought a suitcase today. I bought a suitcase. I bought a brand new looking suitcase for like $10 at this thrift store.
I'm gonna just have to wear it once and then donate it right back to another thrift store.
Yo. I didn't think about that. See, all right, you're right.
Yeah, I would just.
You're right. I didn't think about that.
I'll wear it once, donate it. There's like consignment stores where you can sell your clothes, basically. So you sell it to them, and then they turn. Obviously they buy it for less than what they'll sell it for. But that's just gonna be me. I'm just gonna. Do they pay me in store credit? Because I'm gonna just be right back in there buying more stuff and then going to sell it to a different one.
Sound like GameStop. I used to do that with my games, bro. I'd be like, all right, I play this because GameStop would give you like a full refund of used games within 7 days. So I play a game, beat it within the 7 days, and then return it,
Dang.
exchange it for another game.
Gaming the system.
Gaming the system.
There's so many layers to that joke. I'm so proud of that one.
Did you see me like struggle with like?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, but I was like, wait.
Yeah, I love that one.
like it.
I'm so proud of that.
Like, I don't know if I want to be associated with that. I had to like really feel through it. Well, on that note, if you want to help us get in the YouTube system, like this podcast,
Like and
subscribe, comment below.
Like and subscribe, yeah.
Let me know how you feel about this podcast. This was a very jaded episode.
It was extremely jaded.
I apologize. They're getting very jaded lately.
We had a few topics that you ended up circling back to your jadedness.
I think we need someone to hit up reachonthehowse@gmail to help me not be so jaded.
I agree. Hit us, reachonthehowse@gmail, specifically reaching out to Julian, especially if you're lacking in vitamin D.
Not dollars either. And on that note, we are out of here. Peace.